Madame l'ambassadrice Abuamara, s'il vous plaît.
Your Excellency, Monsignor Milajawish, Your Excellency, Archbishop Christian, Excellencies, thank you so much for a heartfelt ceremony. It's really hard to say the speech after this. It's not easy to talk about Shireen Abu Aqla, especially in a place like this. You all made me feel like I'm back home. And it's especially hard to speak through pain and devastation, but also pride and appreciation for all your feelings and everything that you're doing for Shireen and for her soul. And it's not easy to call for justice for Shireen in a world that seems to lack fairness. The story of Shireen, as the story of Palestine, has been filled with anguish and suffering. The story of Palestine still persevered because it's a just and a moral cause. And the story of Shireen, just as the story of Palestine, has a very easy fix: accountability. Palestinians have been speaking, screaming, pleading, advocating, fighting, resisting, enduring for decades now, all to bring to an end a settler colonial occupation. Sounds easy, right? Especially in the 21st century. But that occupation that murdered Shireen and murdered a number of women, men, and children since Shireen was killed, knows it will not have to face its crimes. Very unfortunately, since it's guaranteed absolute impunity by the international community. If you have to ask where the victim comes from or who the perpetrator is before deciding what type of justice they deserve or do not deserve, then I guarantee you, you cannot call anything that would come after justice. Hence the famous symbol, justice must be blind. العدالة عمياء. Not blind to the atrocities of the perpetrators, as we're unfortunately witnessing, but blind to the discrimination, blind to bias. Every case should be tried on facts and evidence, not based on power and interest. Shireen, our beloved Jerusalemite journalist, exposed the occupation during her life, but even more so after her murder. She proved that the question of Palestine has never been about religion, and you being here today proves it more than ever. Every domination, every religion, all for one person, one Palestinian person. It's not about religion, but rather about occupation, colonization, oppression, domination, and apartheid. Most importantly, with her murder, Shireen passed on her microphone. She passed it to those who defend and promote values and principles of human rights, its equality and globalization. Those who believe in a rules-based international order with no exceptions. An international order where the weak is guaranteed to be protected through its organization, and absolutely no one is allowed to be above the law. So she turns the mic to you all and asks, Will you allow for Palestine to be an exception? Will you allow for my murder to be whitewashed, like many other murders have in Palestine? And will you let my murderer be protected, like many other murderers have been before, under false pretenses of self-defense, security, and anti-Semitism? Or will you allow for that blind justice to prevail? شيرين أبو عاقلة، الجزيرة، القدس المحتلة، فلسطين. شيرين ارقدي في سلام. We got you. Rest in peace, Shireen. You have rejuvenated our hope and our vigor, and we will never disappoint you. لروحة السلام ولفلسطين السلام والحرية.
Alors, mesdames et messieurs, on se rencontre maintenant à la salle Chalhoub au centre Melkite.